Smile, you son of a bitch!
This is the Horrible Film School. Take a seat and slowly peel open those trapper keepers. I am Chris, and I am here with Professor Hootie.
What's up, fellas? Here's to swimming with bow-legged women.
Man, I love that toast. Classic. We're also joined by a fair Spanish lady, Professor Joey, a.k.a. Dr. Nasty.
Let freedom ring, let the white dove sing, let the whole world know that today is a day of reckoning. Happy 4th of July, everybody. It comes a little bit late, but hey, happy nonetheless.
Happy birthday to the red, white, and blue, if you will.
America. I was shot at this weekend.
How about that?
Ooh. Fireworks.
I was down in Winston at Truist for the 4th of July celebration, and we were walking through the parking lot, and about 50 feet away from me, like 4 shots popped off.
Damn.
Were they wads or were they actual like?
Oh no! It was somebody was in hospital the next day.
This guy shot 4 wads, 40 feet away.
Dude, he was shooting. He's shooting blanks after that.
Serialized, bro.
4 of them back to back.
Is Truist the baseball field there?
Yeah. The
Yes,
Winston-Salem
the dash. Is that right?
Or they're dashing.
I was fucking dashing to my car after they tried to shoot my ass.
And you could be dashing right back there on the next Independence Day.
Boy, Winston-Salem's a fucking shithole.
I should have texted you to pick up a Larry Johnson jersey. There's a guy in Winston-Salem. It's currently selling a Larry Johnson jersey.
Multiple or just one?
Well, his Facebook post only shows one, but
oh, you're just tracking people in Winston selling old Charlotte Hornets jerseys?
Well, I just track old Charlotte Hornets memorabilia, you know.
Okay, a man of the people. I like that. Well, with it being the 4th of July, you guys got any breaking news? Not much in the horror world at the moment, other than some big movies that have been doing big things for a few weeks.
The biggest news I have is that I finally took a fellow professor's advice and watched.
Did you watch the first Omen? Was that not fucking great?
I'm not going to lie. It's one of those movies where you watch it, and I walked away going, okay, very artsy-fartsy, very much a Chris movie, and liked it, didn't love it. And then I simmered on it for like 2-3 days.
Oh, yeah.
And I
it's
kept thinking
me,
about it.
You didn't like it, you didn't love it, but you realized you want some more of it.
A little bit more of it.
Exactly. And then after about day 2 or 3, I thought, damn, that was a hell of a lot deeper than like...
Yeah, way more than it needed to be, right?
Yeah, it's so much deeper than it ever had any right to be.
Right. It's like someone put real effort into something that was like, oh, it's got like a built-in audience. You could just make it hokey. No, they made it like a real movie out of it, man. I appreciated it.
And I think they could make a franchise off of that movie.
Yeah, it's like its own thing, you know?
Which is...
The scope of it is kind of crazy, you know, considering what it builds into.
Yeah, whoever greenlit that, kudos to them.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, if that's all we got, boys, let's go into the water. Celebrating this here Independence Day.
Donna.
With a classic.
Donna.
From 1975.
Donna.
A movie once called, quote-unquote, His Little Fish Movie by Sir Alfred Hitchcock. He was referencing Steven Spielberg's Jaws. From the summer of 1975, of course, and the lesson for this one, this is so many cool taglines for Jaws, but here's the banger. If you want to survive fishing season, don't go in the water. Good
Speaking
advice.
of Mr. Hitchcock, let's get this out of the way now. What's more iconic?
Sir
The
Hitchcock.
shower. What the fuck? Whatever, man. What's more iconic, the shower scene or the gooch scene from Jaws?
I'm going to say the gooch scene from, was it Friday the 13th, part 7?
Oh, that was... You know, that obviously
into the butthole.
That's the one. You know, that's the one you actually got to see inside the sphincter.
That was from Jaws.
No, seriously, like, which one for you is more iconic?
I think for me personally, it's Psycho.
Yeah, I'm gonna lean the shower scene, but
I'm gonna go with Jaws.
In me.
But then again, it's like I'd never seen Psycho in its entirety until here recently. But Jaws, shit, we saw that when we was like what, 4, 5?
Yeah, way too early. I feel like it's been parodied out the ass too.
I think for me, it's the face in Psycho of the woman, and in the scene in Jaws, it's less personal in a way.
And it's not visceral. You're not really seeing the attack at all.
Yeah. I mean, I guess in Psycho, you're not.
I don't know.
seeing it
For
either.
me, I'm far more terrified at something being unseen under the water than
Dun, dun.
Well,
some dude
well, right
dressed
out.
in drag.
Well, see, Norman's penis could have been unseen. He probably
First
took
of
it
all,
under for
you
that
talk about
scene.
parody. Vince Vaughn played this fucking role a few years
God.
later, and that's a parody in
Deadpan,
itself.
brother.
I'm
Deadpan.
excited
He was
for that.
serious. I am not.
So I get the pleasure of one picking this film and being the host of this film, and right off the top, because there's no reason to give a brief non-spoiler overview of this film. We all understand it's a fish flick.
Yeah. It's Jaws.
It's Jurassic
So I will-
Park before Jurassic Park.
Done much better. I will ask you boys, what is your interpretation of beach ocean? Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you never go in it?
I'll go up to my knees.
Okay, knees.
Any more than that,
Yeah.
then I'm in 3 foot of water and I'm fucking dead.
I'll get the
Sharks
nipples in,
attacking
but
3 foot of water. This movie did fuck me up.
I'll get up to the nipples, but I just don't trust myself against the current at that point.
To the fucking nipples.
Nothing
you
to do with
suck you
Jaws.
off?
Oh, here we go, big boy. Nothing to do with sharks, Joy. It's a nipple thing.
I don't think about sharks.
I got
I'm more
hand
concerned
jacked
with seaweed.
a few months back in a fucking lake.
Hand jobbed in a lake?
That was one of the weirdest
How does that
sensations I've ever had in my entire life. It took like
Underwater?
35
Yeah.
minutes for me to shoot.
How do
doesn't
you
work.
feel anything?
I
It's
felt
wet.
it. It's just like I don't know, like my body was like, this feels wrong.
Well, let's hope that was
the
an empty
lake.
lake because those
That
patrons.
means you probably had things going in the urethra that shouldn't have been there as well.
That's what I'm talking
yeah.
about. I was thinking about that the whole time. I'm like, what if a fish jumps up and starts like sucking me off?
Did we look at this with Anaconda? We had like the swim up your pee hole fish thing.
Yeah, the
barbs?
kanji or some shit. I can't fucking remember.
We researched this on the science podcast that we are.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's like making love in a swimming pool. There's no friction. It's pointless.
Well, I can't speak to that, but for me,
Just throwing that
I
out there
would-
just so you know.
I would say I'm about a chest person as well because I am terrified of sharks. Although I can't. For me, it's like if I'm in the ocean long enough, it kind of calms the fear down.
So you're
I don't
thinking about it every time you like walk out into the water.
Oh yeah, every
Damn,
time
really?
without question.
Dude, there's nothing for me scarier than the thought of the deep ocean.
Like
Like
treading
the unseen,
water in the ocean.
like the unseen shit, you know? Like
The-
magnitude
for some-
and size is just shit'll pop up on my fucking TikToks and it's obviously AI. It'll be a
Are they
gigantic
called
fucking
TikToks? Is that right?
shark. Or it'll be a gigantic creature just coming out of the darkness. And it'll be like
Cthulhu or something.
it'll be like Cthulhu or something. It'll be some fucking H.P. Lovecraft shit coming right towards an unsuspecting diver. And it would
A
never
single
never
person?
eat it, but it'll always like
It's
open
not
its
enough
mouth,
sustenance
and then
in,
it'll
like, one
no,
person.
it would open its mouth, but then it would cut away. That shit just it gets under my fucking
Why
skin.
is that
like
in your
nothing
algorithm?
else.
Because he's watching it. Like,
Because
he's
I've been
it all
watching
the
a
way
lot.
through.
I've been watching a lot of Appalachian
Tentacle porn. That's
I've
what it is.
been
Yeah,
we've been
flick.
thinking about doing a trip to Appalachia, like mountains, like the trail. And I've been
Appalachia.
watching a lot of this shit on there. And this guy, he just talks about like ghost stories and horror stories
Cryptids and
involving
shit?
involving Appalachia.
Yeah, I
If you
can
want a
see
good
that, I guess.
Appalachia town, Front Royal, Virginia is fantastic.
Front
Like
Royal.
Front Royal.
Yeah, it's
You
like
cave diving up in them woods.
Wait, is
It's
that
actually
Virginia or
near-
West Virginia?
It's Virginia. It's like right on the border, but it's Virginia.
Which one am I thinking about? Point Harbor or some shit?
Probably the Luray Caverns are near Front Royal, I believe.
Country roads.
Beautiful country.
But
take me
When
home.
I think about like scary ocean scenes, talking about jumping out in the middle of the ocean, I think of Lieutenant Dan in Forrest Gump when he jumps off that damn shrimp boat
Oh my
with
God.
no legs into the sea, and he's just swimming
That's just
around.
wild. Gary Sinise, brother, he's undefeated.
Like, that
There was a
must
guy
be
recently. There was a guy recently within like the past 2 weeks whose son fell off like the cruise ship,
Nice. Oh
and he
yeah,
dove in and treaded
Disney.
water for like 20 minutes with his son. That is insane. You know how fucking hard that is and
it's pretty
terrifying.
wild.
I think I'd be gone. I'd try, but I don't think I'd make it.
So let's begin, boys, with the director. You know him. Chris hates him. Steven Spielberg.
Whoa, now.
Wait, you seriously hate Steven Spielberg? He's given us so many classics.
No,
He's
like,
giving a
The
little
Color
stabs
Purple.
every now and again.
He's not the one for me. Scorsese is the one when I think about
but he's still
the American director.
He's still on like Mount Rushmore.
Oh, yeah. I won't deny that, but who do you always throws him out as the best? He is the best third. I'm like, bruh, come on.
Well,
now.
I'm just saying. Somebody can make some money.
What's your favorite?
He's
what's your
the Hollywood
favorite,
director. Yes,
what's your
I'll give you that.
favorite Scorsese movie? Goodfellas, Godfather 2.
That's tough. Godfather 2. What the hell? That's Francis Ford Coppola. I'm leaning
Shutter
Goodfellas.
Island.
Like anything,
Goodfellas is
any
the
fucking
default,
mafia movie, I'm just gonna say, all right,
Sopranos.
it's
he
a
directed the whole
Sunday.
series.
It's all right, no. It's the end of your life. This is the last 2 hours, 2.5 hours you have to live.
Yeah.
In one hand, you have a VHS copy of Goodfellas. Don't know why you got a VHS. You can't. DVD players.
I have no way to watch it. Yeah.
All right, you got a
Like this
VHS. you got a VHS.
I'm sticking it in my
of Goodfellas.
stomach. Video.
In the other hand, you have a VHS of Jurassic Park. Which one is the last movie you watch before you die?
We'll say Goodfellas because I watched Jurassic Park like 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
It's still
Okay.
fresh.
So when's the last time you watched fucking Goodfellas?
Goodfellas probably have been a year or two. at
Okay,
least.
that kind of answers the question right there.
But I've been doing Spielberg since January. I've watched every Spielberg movie chronologically up to Schindler's List, so I'm well informed.
How does
Ryan
Hook hold up? I remember loving that movie.
I still love it, dude. People
Me
shit
too.
on it, but
People shit
it's in
on
my
that
top
movie hard.
5. It's in my top 5 Spielberg, at least to this point, to the
One
first
of
half
the
of his
most
career.
tragic deaths in the history of cinema.
Oh yeah, Rufio's heartbreaking. Showed it to my son, and he was devastated as well.
So
Feel the pain
maybe
now.
we haven't said enough of the movies he's directed. I'll try to fill in the holes. Raiders of the Lost Ark.
You can just
said
say
Schindler's
you can
List.
just say all good Indiana Jones movies at this point, right?
All
Every
Indiana
good
Jones
thing in
movies.
the 80s.
Saving Ryan's Privates, and of course Lincoln.
Lincoln. You got to throw Lincoln in there for some fucking reason.
Thought you had to talk about
Sam-
Schindler's List.
Well, Chris brought it up.
Schindler's List, baby. I just watched that literally 4 days ago. Fantastic movie. Hard as hell to watch, man. It's one of those ones where it's every like 3 scenes, I'm like, oh, God. Why
I
am
don't
watching
know
this?
why, but
Nazis
I've always
are such shitty people.
I've always got that movie mixed up with Shawshank Redemption.
No, they came out a year apart. One's in black and white, one's not. One's a Stephen King movie, one's a Steven Spielberg movie. They're nothing alike now that I think about it.
I think
I've always got Schindler's List mixed up with Salem's Lot, if that makes any sense. So.
Jesus Christ,
Jesus, another
that has
Stephen King
absolutely nothing to do.
Wait, have either one of you seen
One of,
Schindler's
well, I
List?
think here's the thing. I
have not
think
seen
those two
Schindler's
movies
List.
take place in a prison, right? Salem's
What,
Lot. It's
Schindler's
like about
List?
fucking vampires.
Wait a second. Neither one of you has seen Schindler's List. Do you know what it's about?
It's about somebody
We're a hard
making
podcast. Chris,
somebody's making
okay?
like door hinges or some shit.
What the fuck?
Schindler.
are you
He's
talking
got a
about?
list. We get it.
Yeah, Schindler's
He's like
making
Santa Claus.
Schindler
He
is,
saved like thousands of people.
Here's the thing. Schindler
He's
is
checking it twice.
It's I imagine
shitty movie buffs.
I imagine like the movie Jumanji where like they have the shoe factory, but it's like the door
Jesus
hinge
Christ,
factory,
man.
right?
It's about the Holocaust.
Yeah, but they
It's
make
the
door
best film
hinges.
about the
I swear they
Holocaust.
make door hinges in that movie.
There's one scene where a guy has to make a door hinge while he's being timed by a Nazi. Yes, this is true.
Wow. I mean, I'm sure it's a great movie. That's one of those films, though, that it's kind of like warfare.
I don't hate myself enough to watch.
Exactly. I just don't want to feel like
The fuck is wrong
shit
with you?
after I watch it.
That's
I'm
the
sorry.
movie that gives Spielberg his first Oscar. You realize that, right? That's the one. Your boy
Ain't
that
my
you claim to
fault.
be toting here.
Who the fuck
That's
is Oscar?
the one that got him there.
I don't give a fuck about nobody.
Oscar
There's a guy
Schindler?
named Oscar.
Jeez. He saved a lot of people. That's all I'm going to say. Fuck both y'all.
Well, I got a couple
But,
of side notes here, Spielberg.
I was going to say, I got a Spielberg thing here. He was 26 when he directed this. I don't know if you boys knew that. How impressive is that? 26.
It's like kickstarted his career, right?
Yeah, it's his second directorial. Duel was his first one, which was kind of a TV movie. I watched it. It was pretty good.
Can I bring up a couple of under the radar bangers that I absolutely fucking love from Spielberg?
Spielberg? I don't
Catch
think he has
Me
anything under
If
the
You
radar,
Can.
bro. Yeah, fantastic. I'll give you
I
that.
didn't recently watch it for
Leo
the
and
first
Tom
time.
Hanks and The Terminal. I really like
I don't
both
think
of
I've ever
those
seen The
movies.
Terminal.
With Tom
I think that's
Hanks,
considered some of his like worst work, honestly.
I still think I still
How
enjoy the
about that?
fuck
Just
out
call
of
him
it.
out like
I think
that.
I just like Tom Hanks.
No, I'm just saying.
That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, I think it's Tom Hanks plus Steven Spielberg. It's charming.
I recently watched
Yeah,
Catch Me If You
E.T.
Can.
Raiders, man. It's hard to argue with this guy's resume.
I wish they could have cut out
Impossible.
like 20 minutes.
Of Catch Me If You Can?
Yeah.
He's
It's like
also
2 hours and 20 minutes.
I think I'm just getting old because all these
Nothing over
2 hour
2
movies,
hours, right?
man.
Yeah.
Can we can cut some of this shit out?
It's an hour 45. That's the mark.
Dude, he also wrote Poltergeist and The Goonies.
Yeah. He's produced the hell
How
out of
wild is that?
tons of great things.
Wasn't he attached to Back to the Future?
Oh, he executive produced everything. So
Yeah, his buddies with Zemeckis, so I'm sure that he was. But yeah, E.T., that was part of my rewatch since the first of this year. I showed that to my son for the first time. We were both crying. He said not to tell anybody about it, but he did
God,
cry.
put his ass on blast. Next,
How
you gotta
about that?
show him. You gotta show him
You can't
AI,
not cry
artificial.
watching that movie.
Show him artificial intelligence.
E.T.'s,
Now we
Gigolo
gotta go to
Joe,
Universal
what do you know?
Orlando and ride the ride.
I know, right? Feel that emotion. But yeah, fantastic movie. Fantastic director. I won't argue with that. All-time director. But Desert Island, I only get to take one with me. I'm taking Scorsese. Sorry.
Mr. Spielberg is currently directing a film where Bradley Cooper plays the Steve McQueen classic role of Frank Bullitt in a unnamed Frank Bullitt project.
Oh, is that true? I know he just wrapped filming on a new Alien flick. Something with extraterrestrials.
Not attached to the Alien franchise?
No. Just something to do with aliens. Obviously, he's got Close Encounters. He's got E.T. He's got a history with it, but he hadn't done it in a while.
War of the Worlds,
It's supposed
really?
to be a big deal, though.
I remember seeing War of the Worlds in theaters, driving my Mustang LX to the theater
Was that
with
Spielberg?
a hottie next to me.
The Tom Cruise remake, yeah.
God, I hated that movie. Next up, the writer of the book and arguably the screenplay, Peter Benchley, who maybe you two can speak to this, but he apparently was on the script, wrote it, and then Spielberg stepped in and hired basically a gaggle of guys to make it more comedic, more Hollywood.
Yeah, from what I understood, he wrote the source novel, obviously, and gave like the first pass of the script. But Carl Gottlieb is pretty much the guy who punched up the script daily during filming. So every day he's like, how can I make this shit cooler? And the Indianapolis speech, that was Gottlieb. So
Well, that's not in the book.
Think about that being, that's the kind of contributions that the Hollywood folks, the writers, were actually adding to the script.
And apparently there are some pretty big differences in between the book and the film in basically regards to the character of Hooper, which I don't know if you want me to kind of give that away now or as we
He's
go
a
through the
Lothario,
movie,
right?
but, yeah.
What do you mean?
Spoiler alert,
is
he
this shithead?
fucks Brody's wife.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So it's like a whole B plot there.
There's a whole B plot of him banging Brody's wife.
Dude, there's a B plot about
Damn,
that. There's a B plot about the fucking mafia running
And the mayor.
Amity Island.
That's why
Damn,
he's
yeah.
so into keeping the beaches open, because he's being ran by the mob.
Oh, gotcha. There's an actual motivation there. There's no way that Dreyfus is pulling down Roy Scheider's wife. I'm sorry.
Hold on now. Like,
Roy
during that
Scheider is
scene where they're
like-
sitting at the kitchen table, everybody's getting shit-faced, she kind of looks
Such
at
a
him
good
like
scene.
No. I mean, just based on like
she's about to
attractiveness of Roy
slob that
Scheider.
shark knob.
That
Such a
dude
good
looks
scene.
so good in this movie.
Damn.
He's like one of
The
one
fuck?
of those dudes. I remember being like, as a
Just
kid,
let him
I'm
have
like,
it, Joey.
that's a cool looking dude, man. He's all tanned up. He's skinny. He gets the black turtleneck. It's a great look. It's iconic.
He is the perfect epitome of a New York transplant. He looks very New York in this movie.
Yeah, but he's tanned out the ass, dude. He looks great.
Special effects. Did you have anybody for that? I mean, the shark's kind of a big deal here. So
I did not dig into him. Who we got?
I mean, I did like some of the gruesome like leg amputations and the bites and shit like that, but I don't feel like the makeup was over the top or anything.
it
In terms
wasn't.
of, like, the
It wasn't.
quality.
Yeah, it was crazy. The name that I found was Robert. I think you pronounce it Matty. He was apparently head over special effects. So shout out to him, because I mean the shark does look mostly good. The Quint death scene's a little goofy if you really like look at the shark
it still
and not
works
Quint.
though.
Oh, it
It
still
still
works.
works.
I understand, but
Yeah, I know a lot of people like to shit on this in retrospect. I think Back to the Future even like has a jab at the shark, right? In one of the sequels.
oh yeah, when the shark comes out of the
Yeah, he's like, yeah, your shark still looks fake or whatever. But I mean, the movie is not the editor here, which I was going to shout out, had to edit the movie around the shark because it didn't look that great. So I think
hell of
it's
a job.
I think the lack of quote unquote incredible effects makes this movie better.
Oh, this movie is a prime example.
The editing
of less
makes
is
this
more.
movie. Exactly. The editing is the crown jewel of this movie, honestly.
I mean, it won an Oscar for its editing.
Yeah, the editor lady, actually, by the name of Verna Fields. They called her Mother Cutter.
They called her Big Perm.
Pretty awesome nickname.
She
helped out George Lucas and I think Zemeckis as well. So they all like looked at her as getting their careers going because she just knew how to cut movies together.
It's interesting knowing because when I watch a horror movie, say like the new It, not the first It, but the new one, they show Pennywise way too much. And I always had the kind of statement of just follow the Jaws outline to where you keep the monster in the closet. And that was not Spielberg's original idea. It's just the shark worked so poorly that...
Yeah, I'm sure they spent a shitload of money because I think there's 3 different versions as far as props that are the shark.
I think they said it was like $250K a piece. There was like 3 of them.
Yeah, I read this was like the first movie that was shot actually on the ocean. The first major feature film shot on the ocean. So you know it was crazy expensive. You know they had a ton of crew trying to get this damn thing to work. So all that money they went into it to not show it on camera, I'm sure was kind of like a letdown for Steven at the time. Like it makes him seem, especially he's 26 years old. Like we gave you all this money for the shark that we don't fucking see, you know. But obviously it's, as we'll get to, and we haven't talked about the box office yet, but it's definitely fortuitous bounce for that guy.
Well, the box office, here we go. A budget of $7 million. I did see some conflicting reports of $9 million, but I think it's 7.
Yeah, I read 9 as well.
Opening weekend, it made $7 million, so it made its budget back opening weekend. And by the end of its run, it made $478 million worldwide.
Worldwide.
Highest grossing film of all time at that time until Star Wars, I believe, beat it a couple years later.
Yeah, episode 4.
Those are kind of the two.
New Hope.
Those are the kind of two that people always talk about. All-time favorite movies. Jaws or Star Wars is everybody's list.
Yeah, we definitely were not exposed to Star Wars as kids. We saw fucking Jaws out the ass.
Yeah,
I used to
swirly these motherfuckers coming here talking about, oh, Spock is my favorite.
Oh yeah, Spock's my favorite Star Wars character.
Yeah, I fucking can't stand that shit.
I've come to love it in my own time, but I was definitely not exposed. Like, there were so many kids I went to school with who were talking about Luke Skywalker and art. I'm like, I don't know anything about this shit, dude. I'm playing Nintendo and I'm watching horror movies, you know. I can tell you all about Zelda.
Come to me on the playground with a stick, pretending like you're fucking, like you're gonna swing a lightsaber at my ass.
Lightsaber?
Yeah, bullshit.
Joy turns into the shark from Jaws.
Nah, I just do that. I spit in their eyes like a fucking Dilophosaurus from Jurassic Park.
You ever seen this shit? You ever seen a fat man's face melt?
I heard that Luke got his hand cut off, and I thought, does he get a chainsaw now, or what's the next step here?
I don't know, right? It's just 2 different kinds of people. I think you're a Scorsese guy, Hody, from the sounds of it.
I would.
Spielberg is definitely leaning more Star Wars than Scorsese.
Ever since I can remember, I wanted to be a gangster.
I just can't.
Right, man.
I want to be a gangster.
Some of the gangster stuff gets old after a while for me.
Gangs of New York, come on, bro.
Gangs of New York's great, yeah.
But yeah, I know you were saying the budget. I was one more little note I heard. It was pretty much the initial budget. We were talking about how Steven kind of blew up the budget. It was $4 million, but all the water accidents or whatever pushed it up to $9 million from what I heard. You think about as a studio, damn, this kid's spending a lot of our motherfucking money.
$2 million extra is a lot for a new director to be just.
It was all this wasted footage where they were shooting for days on the water, and all of it was crap.
And last but certainly not least, we got to talk about the composer, John Williams, and his Boston Pops.
Johnny.
I have seen
2 notes, dude.
John Williams and the Boston Pops in person.
You seen John in a concert or him at the grocery store?
I'm not sure he
just
was
Chris
there.
Daltrey at the local.
What they do? Wheel his old ass out on a bus
I'm
on
not
a
sure
fucking stretcher and have him play a guitar or something?
We went to Boston a couple years ago for the 4th of July and watched the fireworks over the harbor. And the Boston Pops were down the street where they always play. So I just assumed John Williams was there. But
Was he composing or just in the part of the production or
I
something?
think he's just part of the production. It was definitely
I doubt he has
headlined
to
as
work
the
anymore.
Boston Pops.
I doubt he's had to work in a long time.
Yeah, I'm sure that he might have just came out and waved and then walked back to the back.
But yeah, the entire, the song that you know from this, the beat that you know, it's only 2 notes. It's crazy what this man did with 2 notes. Dun-nun, 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 dun-nun. That's it. That's all it took to become
And it's
legendary.
No. Then it goes. Do-do-do-do. Don't forget the flourish right there. There's a flourish.
It's just the
But
F key,
it's
right?
the build up. I'm not sure, actually. It's a good
I think I
question.
read
Joel, you're more musically inclined than me. What do you think?
F sharp and F minor.
F A. There's another note.
Yep.
Okay. Let's
There
see
we go.
what the fuck he's talking about.
Nailed it.
But yeah, obviously considered like the greatest, probably the greatest composer in the history of Hollywood. He's got 5 Academy Awards. Boys, do you know the 5 Academy Awards? This
Yep,
man
because I
owns?
wrote them down.
Oh, here we go.
We're
Cheap
fucking
bastard.
give 'em.
Hootie, did you write him down?
I didn't look it up, no.
I'm going to be really disappointed. I'll give you 4. If you can't tell me the 5th, I'm going to be disappointed in you. Schindler's List,
Well, I wouldn't got
E.T.,
that one.
The Extraterrestrial, Star Wars, Jaws. He's got one more.
Wait, how the fuck's he gonna know this one?
Oh, he should
I
know
feel like
this one.
This is the least favorite one.
He's going to be upset when he finds out.
This is his first ever Oscar.
His
from
first
This is
ever
the movie you
Oscar.
told me.
1972.
This is his first best score. So this is predates Jaws.
Fiddler on the Roof?
Hootie off Fiddler on the Roof. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
I told you
Love
he'd be
Fiddler
mad
on
if he didn't get that one. He talks about that movie way too much.
It's my favorite musical.
Is somebody actually playing a fiddle on the
There you
roof?
No
they do,
idea.
yeah. It's throughout the movie.
It's
Good.
a blind spot for me there. Might keep that blind spot for a while.
Something about a poor Jewish family trying to get out of Kiev is just captivating.
You
to me.
should watch Schindler's List.
That's
man.
a prequel to Schindler's List.
Well, it's a great movie. So let's see
But
what
before we leave John, I got a personal side note for you here. Every day on my way to kindergarten, I have to listen to the Imperial March by John Williams.
What
Per
does
request.
Declan-
My son says, "Dad, put on the Vader's theme, Imperial March." Okay, every day. When we leave the house, we pull into the
What is
parking
he
lot.
just
It's
walking
right
to
when it
school
ends.
trying to fucking force choke kids?
Every day, bro. I'll say it to my phone. I'll say, "Play the Imperial March," and it pops up. Playing the Imperial March by John Williams. So I've heard this man's name every morning for the past year, going to kindergarten every
How
day.
much money has he made from just that song alone?
From just me streaming it constantly.
Well, yeah,
I
sure.
played it
just
over
that.
300 times at least. I've at least given him $1 by doing that, I'm sure. Dun, 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 dun. Yep. Teach the lady opens the door to let him out. It's the fucking Imperial March playing in my speakers.
Badass coming. So let's see what the fans thought about this movie. And I'm be honest with you, boys. It's a little hard to find a negative review about Jaws. It took a little while. This is by way of IMDb. Positive up first by Luke Coolhand, February 2022, titled Perfection. Want to see a perfect movie? Well, here it is. Perfect casting, perfect pacing, great plot, right amount of humor, wonderful dialogue, and just about the best, if not the best movie ever put on the film. I loved it the first time I saw it at the theater in 1975. This man is old. And I still love it
shit.
today. Roy Scheider, Richard Dreyfuss, and especially Robert Shaw are perfectly cast. Cannot think of any other actors to portray those characters. There is not a minute of wasted time in this movie. All scenes are top shelf. The only other movies, in my opinion, I would call perfect are The Thing, 1982,
Hey,
Deliverance.
shout out.
Oh, shit.
That took a
quite a
fucking- that
bit.
took a fucking turn.
Ba-da-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum.
Yeah, that
There
took
are
turn.
a lot of great movies I love besides these three, but they all have at least one thing in them I'd change, except for Jaws. What are the things he
The
would change
Holy
about
Trinity.
Deliverance?
I wonder, what's the one scene in Deliverance you would trim down a little bit? Square boy. If I remember correctly, Joey owns the book for Deliverance.
Yeah, Irvine Welsh, man. That's my guy.
Irvine.
Listen, I got to read. Joey said, after you watch that, I want to read about that scene.
It's a really
was-
good book. It's a really good movie. Like, I don't read very many books. Like, reading isn't my forte per se. But anything Irvine Welsh is fucking sick. It's literally like he's literally like the English version of Chuck Palahniuk.
Chuck Palahniuk.
Oh, Chuck.
He's a very smutty writer.
Very gratuitous. I still remember him describing this dude getting his cheese dick sucked.
How about that? That's
As a police officer. It's in the movie. It's a movie called Filth.
Okay.
With
McAvoy, right?
James McAvoy. That's based on one of his books. Also wrote Trainspotting.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's Danny Boyle's homeboy.
So, a peek behind the curtain, we do have to go through and look at all these fan reviews. And when you look at the positive ones, it's kind of the same thing over and over and over about how great everybody is. And then this guy brought up Deliverance, and I was like, whoa, here we go. Okay.
Yeah, this is a talking point right here.
Dude, Deliverance is star-studded. John Boyd, Burt Reynolds.
Burt.
Like, what are we doing?
I'm going to be honest, I've never seen it. And
you need to watch it, man. It's like a harrowing tale. You know,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
yes, there
necessary, I
is
would say.
like forced sodomy on men.
That's all I've heard about the movie is that.
Yeah, but it's
The whole
more than
movie
that.
is just about masculinity, man. That's
Squeal
what
like
it's
a
really
pig, boy. Ring!
It's just like Jaws in a way, minus
Just
the
like
sodomy.
Jaws.
Minus the sodomy.
It's
You
just,
get,
it's just
three
like
different
Jaws, but
versions
instead of a
of
shark, it's a guy's
masculinity.
dick.
Moving on.
Next up, negative review. This person.
That
Wow.
one guy at the party.
Just realizing what dates on this. This is interesting. Okay. This person's named Strabo 1021 from September 2001. Unsure of the day.
Damn. 26 years later, huh?
Titled Absolute Rubbish. I've seen some terrible movies in my time, but this one really takes the prize as one of the worst. As for suspense, I'm more scared by Monsters Incorporated, and the shark is so fake and unrealistic it's pathetic. At least Deep Blue Sea, Thomas Jane, had sharks that looked real and could actually install some element of fear in the viewer. And the actors looked as embarrassed starring in the film as I was watching it. 1 out of 10 stars.
Get off the stage, you fucking clown. 1 out of 10? Come on.
1 out of 10.
Somebody
Luke
just
Coulihan was 10 out of
somebody
10.
just begging
Oh,
for
sorry.
fucking attention right there, you know?
Well,
Oh, yeah, that's the troll clickbait right there.
from that date, September 2001, I don't know what happened around that time. So, been in a bad headspace.
Yeah, this is true. Probably not a good time to sit down with a summer
Jaws.
blockbuster from 26 years prior. But yeah, the fact that they reference Deep Blue Sea being great shows you what kind of people support Thomas Jane. What kind of people support real art.
I love TJ as much as the next guy, obviously, and even I can say Deep Blue Sea is flawed.
Quint or whatever his name is in that movie. Who did it better?
I think Thomas Jane was more of Hooper in that movie.
Is he Brody? I think he's Brody, right?
Well, he could be Brody.
He's got the
that's
chin
probably a
for
better
Brody.
connection. Samuel Jackson.
Who was
might be
Samuel
Hooper.
Jackson then?
I think
Samuel
he's
Jackson Hooper.
Yeah. And LL Cool J is Quint.
Shit. Oh yeah, I forget how Cool J was badass.
Ladies
Did he have like a
love-
kitchen knife?
He did have a cool, yeah. He said a lot of one-liners.
Like
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't let me
God,
pick
what
it for
I
my
remember
next
that.
film.
Oh boy.
Let's get into the behind the scenes here of what happens when you make a fish flick. What do you fellas have?
I feel like I've kind of sprinkled a lot throughout the cast that we were talking about. The only other thing I really wanted to mention was obviously this created the summer blockbuster release strategy. And it was shot at Martha's Vineyard because they needed an island that looked like Amity. I guess Amity's a real place? I'm not sure.
Amity's not a real place.
Okay. Well, I guess however it was described in the book, apparently Martha's Vineyard is the closest example of that.
But I saw the same thing, and it like jarred a memory. In all 3 of Michael J. Fox's books, he talks about him and his family going to Martha's Vineyard. Apparently, Martha's Vineyard has become just like every other beach, just like an elitist place where people go.
It's like a rich New York beach, right? That's all I could.
Yeah.
That's all I think of when I hear about it.
But during this time, in the 70s, it was like a normal, you could be a school
Small
teacher
beach town.
and own a house in Martha's Vineyard.
Gotcha. And other than that, the shark, of course, is named Bruce, which apparently was Spielberg's lawyer's name. Piece of trivia there for you.
Shock.
Doll's
Doll's
eyes,
eyes.
black eyes.
Lifeless eyes.
About the most interesting couple of tidbits I had, as far as production notes go. is that almost 70 million people in the United States, just under a third of its entire population at the time, went to see Jaws when it was originally released.
That's nuts.
How
I can't imagine
insane
any
is
people
that?
agreeing on anything today. What are the odds that's going to happen? Like with that percentage of people, you know?
So I read that to that piece with that many people going to see it, they were first going to release it in almost 900 theaters, and then somebody stepped in and took it down to, I think, 450 because he wanted somebody, say, if the movie was playing in Greensboro, they wanted people from like an hour outside of Greensboro to have to drive in to see it.
I'll make an event out of it.
Making it an event, which is brilliant marketing.
Oh, yeah. That's definitely the formula for everything Star Wars and Disney has done since.
But yeah, other than that, another point of interest. 9 days before the start of production, neither Hooper nor Quint had been cast.
Yeah, it's nuts.
That's fucking insane that two vital characters, two of the, like, probably the most iconic characters in horror history weren't cast.
How lucky you got to be as a 26-year-old director to land those two guys in that short of amount of time.
Apparently, Dreyfuss had he had turned down Jaws, he turned down Spielberg, and did another project, and that project just bombed. And supposedly, he was so scared for his career that he went back to Spielberg, like begging for the role of Hooper back.
Oh, Dreyfuss. We'll speak to Dreyfuss later. That sounds like something he would do, though. I understand about the man.
Be believable. Anything else?
I mean, we can talk about how the production was just like entirely shit for the whole movie. Like, so much went wrong. I think they said they had to reshoot the. I guess I'll save it for when we're actually talking about it during the movie. It has to do with the slapping scene.
Oh yeah, I knew about yeah. I did see that they built the sharks in L.A. in chlorinated water, like regular drinking water, and then as soon as they dumped that shark into the sea, it just fucked it all up.
Like turned green and shit.
That's gotta suck. So I found, it's on Amazon Prime, I think it's called How Jaws Changed the World, and it was a fascinating hour-and-a-half documentary. You boys know I love my movie documentaries.
You can't watch a movie for 2 hours, but you can watch 10 hour-and-a-half documentaries.
God, buddy, I love it. So basically, the documentary said, it's hard to believe, but I guess the way Shire talks about the movie, maybe it is correct. There was little known about sharks before the Jaws book was released. And the creature had been around for over 400 million years, and nobody knew anything about him. And
I've always had that impression, and it's wild and hard to believe because we've grown up, obviously, after the fact. That'd be a good question for, like, somebody's grandparents. Do you remember what a fucking shark was in the 60s? Do you have an idea what it even looked like?
The documentary even went as far as to say that they have no idea to this day how old or how long sharks live. So, just not a clue.
Those motherfuckers don't sit still, dude.
That's true. So what?
And they're rogue, right?
The rogue is not a thing. That's what the documentary said.
Wait,
but
rogue's not a thing? Like, sharks, like, they hunt in packs?
They travel in packs?
No, rogue is in, like, they're not going to sit off the coast of Hilton Head and just feast for, like...
They don't snipe.
Weeks on a pond of just random humans.
They just keep going.
Yeah, they just keep going. But it was a fascinating documentary because I didn't realize that the film created a shark hunter boom where good old boys began to hunt great white sharks for sport.
Imagine, like, you go to this fucking movie and you're like, we got to go take care of this fucking shark problem, dog. No idea what it was.
There is no shark there. There's no fucking shark problem.
Exactly.
So apparently you could go to beach towns and you could hire somebody for like $500 and they would take you out in the ocean and you would kill a great white and take a picture with it and yada, show your boys back home. And what this did was it decimated for a while the great white sharks on the East Coast to where there was a boom of tiger and bull sharks on the East Coast, which in turn are like 10 times more aggressive than a great white shark.
They're smaller though, right?
Smaller, yes. And I think Hooper talks about how the bull shark or the tiger shark in this movie is basically a goat in water. And more shark attacks occurred because of that. So because of Jaws, more shark
The
attacks
irony.
occurred.
The best laid plans of mice and men.
It's a fascinating documentary. And the last thing I have is Bruce the Shark is only in the movie for a total of 4 minutes.
Which is probably perfect, in my opinion. Just because we've already talked about how much the animatronic didn't hold up. However, it also caused the movie to have this suspensefulness, this tension throughout. Like, you know it's a shark, but you don't know exactly what it is that's going after these people.
Yeah, it's hard to think about it like without the context of growing up in pop culture in the 90s like we did. That you don't see it for so long. Like, imagine that for the first time, not having like the knowledge of what was to come. Like watching Psycho back in the 60s, you know. Imagine how awesome of an experience that would be. Like, what does this thing even fucking look like? Boom, there he is. Chum in the water. That's my favorite scene, probably. I love that scene. You come chum some of this shit.
It's such a good shot.
It's iconic.
There's so few things that we go to the movies these days and are like blown away by. It's very hard to do.
Other than the first Omen.
The first Omen, yes. Which you didn't go to theaters to watch.
What's something that sneaks up on me, man? I gotta shout it from the rooftops. That was something new, dude.
If that's it, boys, we will jump into 1975's Jaws.
You know, it's kind of like old squares in a battle, like you see in a calendar, like the Battle of Waterloo, and the idea was, shark comes to the nearest man, that man he start pounding and hollering and screaming. Sometimes the shark would go away. Sometimes he wouldn't go away. Sometimes that shark, he looks right into you, right into your eyes. You know the thing about a shark, he's got lifeless eyes, black eyes, like a doll's eyes.
The movie opens with an unseen shark attack and kills a swimmer, with her partial remains found scattered on the beach the next morning.
Great opening scene, man.
As Joey puts it,
in so few words, it lays out a foundation of, within the first 5 minutes, you know there's something out there that's eating people, that's a fucking... It has to be monstrous for the way it throws this young woman about.
It is definitely a weird... I mean, I don't want to nitpick his fucking Jaws, you know, but the way she's moving during the attack, is that how shark attacks work?
It's almost like she's skating. She's riding like surfboard style on the shark.
Left and right.
What the hell's the shark doing?
Well, like I said,
like he would be
Chris,
whipping his head, right? He wouldn't be doing this underwater.
There was very little known about sharks. Spielberg didn't know what the hell would happen.
Here's another famous piece of trivia for you. The first tug on her leg underwater was Steven Spielberg himself.
Really?
Interesting.
He went on.
That's pretty
cool. He goes down there, grabs her down for the first one. That's Steven. Creepy little Steven under there, looking up her butthole and all that's above him there.
How about that?
He's right as a stink eye.
I don't know why, but I picture Joey as the guy in this scene running on the beach, having trouble taking off his clothes.
Baby, I'm
coming.
Wait up.
Running back and
Wait
forth.
up.
He's laying down there. I'm coming. He's laying in the surf.
I'm running back and forth as fast as I can. Fucking, I got this bitch on a string, boy.
This lady in her perfect breast just sprinting across the ocean as the sun rises.
She has a...
Joy's just falling behind her.
Fantastic bosom, huh?
Yeah, she's definitely cast for two big reasons.
Well, I guess earlier we did
must
find
work
out that once Joey sees her go past her kneecaps, it's, well, girl, I'm sorry, I'm gonna lay on the beach now.
Oh, shit. You on your own now.
I went too deep.
To the nips. But yeah, she was treading water. Nah, I ain't doing that. No, I ain't going out that far. My feet ain't on the ground in the ocean. No.
It's going to be brought up later on as well, but I can bring it up now. I don't know what it is. I know this is an ocean. It's Martha's Vineyard. There are no waves ever.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out if there was like an inlet or like a sound that they're in at that point. All these weird nautical terms I really don't know what I'm talking about. Kind of like a bay structure, you know?
Yeah, that's I could see that
because
working.
It's an island. They're on an island because they point that out to Brody like 10 times. So I don't know if they're facing inland when they're swimming most of the time. If that makes sense.
There's bays around me, and there's still some movement. The water is so still in this movie. I just couldn't stop looking at the water.
It's so calm, collected. She got deep quick, though. She didn't go out that far, I didn't think.
Yeah, she didn't get that far. Chief Brody initially closes the beaches after the shark attack, but Mayor Vaughn pressures him to reopen them to protect the town's summer economy. Specifically, the revenue from the 4th of July, baby.
America. Fuck yeah.
Those beaches will be open.
Damn, dude, this guy's blazer, is this like top 10 jackets?
Don't you
time?
step on memorabilia, Chris.
With anchors
Don't
on
you do
there?
it.
Jesus, as soon as he walked up, I watched this shit in 4K. I was like, God, that is a beautiful
shit is
fucking jacket. No one on earth has ever worn it since, but damn, that thing looked nice.
I love his like crew of cronies, like when they're on the barge. Like,
dude,
it's like 5 or 6 of them get out of the car like it's a fucking clown car.
They're like, yeah, motherfucker, we're gonna tell the sheriff what's up. Is Brody a sheriff? Is that his title?
Chief.
Same thing, I
Chief,
think.
that's right. Okay. If you're on an island, I was wondering, like, I guess you're still part of a county too somehow. I don't know.
And he just has the one deputy who has like 2 scenes, and that's it.
That fucking guy.
Brody, played by Roy Scheider, who was in Jaws 2, The French Connection, all that jazz, and, of course, yet another TJ reference, The Punisher.
Frank Castle Sr., big
Sorcerer dog. I
Your
was going to throw out Billy Freakin' Sorcerer. That's another great movie he's been in.
1911 Colts, you have done something to them.
Oh, God. Didn't he have white hair in that movie, too?
He did. He was also very
Nice.
tan in that movie as well.
He was.
Lee
I remember
Rabbit
him
is a
being
tan
super
man.
tanned. He's a good-looking dude. He's like one of those classic beanpole Hollywood guys. We don't get him like this anymore. They all try to get shredded now. But yeah, I love him in this movie.
Maybe like a modern day version of him is one of the Skarsgårds. They're like just
I don't know. They all get kind of shredded now too.
Everybody's
seen The Viking?
Yeah.
If you want to see Bill shredded, look at what was that Boy Kills World? He's shredded in that.
Well,
they all get shredded.
Sorry, Roy.
I just don't see Roy Scheider. He's fucking smoking a cigarette on the treadmill. I just don't see it happening.
He got time for this shit.
I love Roy. I love this character.
Men were built different back then, okay?
A New York cop who's afraid of water, working on an island. It's just fantastic.
I wish they would have explained his whole fear of water.
His phobia.
Yeah.
Well, Michael Jordan don't swim either, so I'm going to throw it out there. Michael Jordan refuses to go near water, ocean or swimming pools. He grew up in Wilmington.
He owns a fishing charter out of somewhere North Carolina.
Oh, he don't fucking swim.
He might be doing the fishing. That's true.
Yeah, apparently he saw another kid drown when he was a kid, so he refuses to swim.
That's brutal. Wow.
Yeah, great men afraid of the water, apparently.
Next up.
But yeah,
sorry.
Joy reference, before I get away from it, on the barge, like the ferry that they're going out on. Did you guys notice that was all one shot?
There's a lot of scenes in this movie that are the cinematographer and Spielberg, like the coordination.
As good as it
together
gets,
is really good. I didn't even look up the cinematographer, whoever it was. The very, very clean, very crisp. It really lends itself to make this movie more than just a horror movie.
Yeah, it's fantastic. This is a film, and there's not a lot of movies out
there.
It's
very much it's The Exorcist in terms of like quality.
I think it lends to the fact that it holds up 50 years later that he shot it wide. Yeah. Because like that shot,
it looks great.
It looks great in VHS and DVD and Blu-ray and 4K.
It looked great in the fucking YouTube trailer that we watched that the fan made.
Well, that was a fan made.
That looked incredible. But I'm saying the quality of the images were that incredible.
Well, they said the Blu-ray, like the Blu-ray translation, was really, really well done, or transition.
Oh, yeah. This is one of the 10 physical copies of a movie that you probably want to own. Jaws should be on that list.
I would agree with that. Next up, Ellen Brody, played by Lorraine Gray, who reprises her role not only in Jaws 2, but in Jaws The Revenge.
The Revenge. Is that the one with Michael Caine? He's in one of these.
I have no idea. I stopped at Jaws 1.
I've never seen a sequel. Yep, same here.
I think I've seen bits and pieces of Jaws 3D.
Is that the one Michael Caine?
How were the pieces? How were the bits?
It might be. I just saw the parts
Like
where it was
cocaine.
actually in 3D, and yeah, there's a reason we ain't seen another Jaws movie in a long time.
Damn.
It's weird that they can't. I mean, damn, they've redone it. They've redone everything. How can they not? Maybe not redo Jaws, but build upon it better.
Reheat it. Yeah, it's one of those ones you do not want to be the guy who has to remake the original.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You could do like a First Omen where you just build off of the original, but kind of forget the sequels ever happened.
I don't know.
It could be
I feel like this movie, the way it's structured and shot and acted, encapsulates itself. It is made to not have a sequel or prequel in my mind.
Yeah.
There's nothing about this movie that makes me want to know what happened before or what happens after. It's a perfect circle.
Well, I see how you feel about the Kittner mom now. Okay.
I'm just going to throw it out there, bro.
And next up, Mayor Vaughn, played by Murray Hamilton, who also reprises his role in Jaws 2. Apparently, everybody comes back for Jaws 2. He's also in The Graduate and the original Anatomy of a Murder.
Yeah, another fantastic
Damn, I
movie.
thought you was
This dude is
gonna
like,
bring up the Amityville Horror.
I did not bring that up, no.
Father Ryan.
Oh, that is him.
Look, you see that bug just landed on my head?
How about that?
I saw that. That's
Talk
weird.
about
Is that a
an
moth
omen.
or something?
Yeah, I think that's a moth.
Don't touch it, man.
Yeah, you
Distracted
can't
by the
kill it.
light.
It's bad luck.
Yeah, this dude is like peak bureaucratic villain, if there ever was one. I gotta get these fucking beaches open, Sheriff. Or Chief. We gotta do it.
For me, he steals the damn movie. Rewatching it, he's fantastic.
He does lend
He's great.
some comic relief, but it's kind of interesting to see his character go from being this scummy mayoral political type to a man just with no other option,
Terrified.
like
Shook.
to realize the error of his ways and to be like destitute, unable to solve the situation for himself.
Yeah, he kind of shits his pants in the last half of the movie.
That might not
like-
be more evident
Mumbling to himself.
than when he walks up to a grown man on the beach in his swim trunks and he is wearing a full suit and asks him, "Why aren't you swimming?"
Oh, dude, when he
Get in the water.
when he gets on that dude, it's so fucking funny.
This dude is from Washington, North Carolina. It's a local boy.
Whoa.
And we actually share a birth date. So shout out to that guy. March
Shout
24
out.
represent.
Wow, that's like right down the road from me. That's cool.
Yeah, I think it's on the coast-ish somewhere.
Yeah, I think it's near Greenville, if I'm not mistaken. So, per that scene where the mayor talks to the guy about getting in the water, immediately after that, a young boy is killed by a shark in front of numerous beachgoers, prompting a $3,000 bounty and amateur shark hunting frenzy.
I don't know why, but it always reminds me of the dumbass sequence from Halloween 4, The Curse of Michael Myers, where the mob goes to hunt Michael. You remember that shit?
Yeah.
It's like they're all wearing the same outfits as they are in this movie.
I can see, yeah.
Let's go get us a damn boogeyman. Yeah, this shit is funny, dude. I was surprised how much I laughed watching this movie. I'm usually not one to laugh out loud watching a movie, but this shit cracked me up several times.
Killing a kid in 1975 is a bold
Not that
move.
part, Black.
Oh, it wasn't just
Yeah,
killing
dude.
a kid. It took this kid and destroyed his ass. He was
Gator rolls
turned.
his ass.
He was turned into a fucking geyser of blood.
We haven't.
Yeah, it's kind of shocking, even knowing that was coming, because it plays almost silently. Everyone's just fucking goofing around in the foreground, and you just see the kid just go.
We don't normally talk about
terrifying.
the rating because it's horror movies, mostly all rated R. Jaws was rated PG.
PG. The 70s was different, man.
And we've seen boobs and we've seen a boy get eaten to death.
Yeah. Different times, man. Back then, I think it was either G or PG. Either you can
Wow.
watch it or get your parents' permission.
An eccentric local shark hunter offers to kill the shark for $10,000, while the oceanographer Matt Hooper confirms the attacks were from an unusually large shark.
Joe, you want to say the scientific name of the shark that took the bite out of everybody?
Porca.
Porker.
It's a porker, right?
I'm trying to do this shit that Matt kept saying when he was doing his autopsy.
Matt, love of God.
Sphingiligus. Wait. Who was it?
He just said like
It was a
some
Titanius Dicibus.
Titanus
Spenguli shit.
Dugugus. No, fucking.
Some
The only
Spenguli.
person I worry about in this whole fucking movie is Quint, and Quint calls him porkas.
Quint is so
Porker.
fucking awesome, dude.
the head, the tail, the whole damn thing.
I'll
Oh
get
man,
you the
I got the
damn
whole fucking
thing.
quote here if y'all want me to do it.
Now, here we go.
You can just everything Quint says is fucking put it on a plaque.
Y'all know me. Know how I earn a living. I'll catch this bird for you. But it ain't gonna be easy. Bad fish. Not like going down to the pond chasing bluegills and tommycods. This shark, swallow you whole. Little shaking, little tenderizing, and down you go. We gotta do it quick. That'll bring back your tourists. Put all your business on a paying basis. But it's not gonna be pleasant. I value my neck a lot more than $3,000, Chief. I'll find him for 3, but I'll catch him and kill him for 10. But you've got to make up your minds. If you want to stay alive, then ante up. If you want to play it cheap, be on welfare the whole next winter. I don't want no volunteers. I don't want no mates. There's just too many captains on this island. 10,000 for me by myself. For that, you get the head, the tail, the whole damn thing. Insane.
Damn right. Now, why did you do it as John Voight from Anaconda, though? It's the only
Dude, that's all I have. God damn it. That's all I have.
And then Mattel
And
becomes
then baby
the
bird.
snake.
You get the head, the tail, the whole
Get
damn
it.
thing.
Wait a second. I'm wondering if he pulled that performance from Quint, if John Voight did. I think he was doing a Quint. He
I
was
see.
trying
Look,
to.
there you go. It all wraps around.
There's too many captains on this island.
Let me do it as
There's too
Guado.
many
Let me do it as
Mateos.
Too many
Guado,
fucking
whatever the fuck his
Mateos.
name is. Let me do it as the guy from fucking Star Wars.
From Phantom Menace? Nah.
head, the tail, the whole damn thing, Annie.
Annie? I didn't even try.
cheat.
That guy passed away not long ago. So
All right,
Wait, the
that voice
fucking
actor.
the monster?
Long live the pod racers.
Watto did. Rest in peace, Watto.
Robert Shaw plays
Yeah,
plays
Let's
Quint.
see. I was gonna say who played Quinn. We got to talk about this, right? Fucking legendary, dude.
He was
One of the coolest names in the history of movies, Quint. It's just that's all you need to know. You know exactly who that is.
he had an odd career. He was in The Sting, From Russia with Love, Taking a Pelham 1-2-3, obviously the original, but always as like a bit part.
Yeah, he's definitely like kind of typecast in a way. Not the leading man. I don't think in anything that of note that I saw at least.
I saw
He's fucking incredible in this.
oh
stuff.
he's yeah. You can't talk enough about him.
Steals every bit of this movie. That's why this mayor shit you're saying. There's no way he outshines Quint. No way.
I had a little tidbit here. Though Robert Shaw was a respected actor, he had trouble with alcohol, which was frequently talked about in his notes. In later interviews, Roy Scheider describes his co-star as a perfect gentleman whenever he was sober. All he needed was one drink, and then he turned into a competitive son of a bitch.
Oh yeah, I could see that. Well, I mean, when he's shit faced in the movie, like you could tell, like that's his personality shining through. He's not Quint anymore. He's just Robert Shaw fucked up on set.
Yeah, that's pretty evident.
You guys think it's realistic for this many fishermen to show up for a $3,000 bounty?
I don't know what.
Well, what's 3K
I was
and
about to say, what's the inflation?
75?
Yeah, it's like 18 grand.
18? Hell, I'll show up.
18 tax
I can't
free.
even fish. I'll figure it
Well,
out.
they don't know if it's tax
I
or
think-
check or a cash check. What we got going on here?
I want a
All you
double
gotta do is
bag.
bring like 2 sticks of dynamite, like that one guy, and just fucking toss it in there.
I feel like it's more like a bravado type thing, you know? Like you want to be the one that has the bragging rights that you caught the shark that killed this boy. Like obviously the
Yeah.
money's good too. But these people are born on the water, they live on the water, they fucking
These
thrive
day
on
waters.
the water.
These day waters.
So it's like they want to conquer the sea, you know?
Oh yeah, that thing's it's a trophy hunt at this point too, right? If it's as big as all the rumors say it is. Put them jaws on your wall.
And next up, and the final actor to talk about here, is Hooper, played by Richard Dreyfuss, who was in, you boys can have this one.
Whoa, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. He was in Stand By Me.
He's
That's what all
He's
that
the
was
one
for.
part of he's the one part of the movie you don't remember.
I was about
though,
to say,
is the
what
fucking
the
point.
hell?
Do you remember Stand By
I
Me?
remember the movie. I
Have you
remember
seen this
Richard
movie?
Dreyfuss being in it.
Richard Dreyfuss is the older version of the kid reading the story that you're watching.
Oh,
of the
God.
kids.
He's the voice of like the Christmas story. Okay.
Yeah, essentially. He's like a writer who's putting down what happened back in the day. Yeah. This guy is a very particular flavor and known to be a very, very much a bit of a curmudgeon. If you address him as any of his characters, he will like punch you in the face.
Damn.
He is not like one to want to interact with fans, from what I understand. But yeah, this and Close Encounters of the Third Kind is a big one for him, which is a Spielberg movie that I am just not a big fan of.
Ain't that the one where they make like a mountain out of mashed potatoes?
Yep, exactly. He's that guy. He's the one trying to craft the Devil's Tower, I think it's called. But yeah, he's his own flavor. He was in another Spielberg movie I watched in this first half of his career snapshot called Always with John Goodman. It was fucking terrible. Worst Spielberg movie I've ever seen.
So I feel
By a long shot.
like without Jaws, Richard Dreyfuss is kind of a...
And he won an Oscar. He was the youngest Oscar winner as a lead actor until Adrian Brody. And I think he held that over a lot of people's heads.
I mean, yeah, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
He got cocky young.
He did. I can't tell how old he is in this movie. He could be 40 for all I know. He's probably like 19.
Richard Shaw apparently was only like 52.
Richard Shaw didn't make it long after this. I think he died in 78.
Yeah, sadly. Yeah. Alcohol.
Didn't get to enjoy that cool-ass career of his. Speaking of his alcohol, did you guys notice the beer he's drinking in this movie?
I can't ever say that.
Narragansett, I think it's called.
Yep, you nailed it.
That lager beer. I've had it before. It's pretty fucking good.
I was in my local liquor store earlier this week for the 4th, and they have a package out of that beer with the Jaws logo on
You gotta
it.
promote that shit. Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking
It's like
sick.
4th of July beer, dude. It's like the only time I've had it was during the 4th.
I was, that's a beer I would always walk by, and I'm like, oh, well, wait a minute. Okay, this is a Jaws beer.
Exactly, yeah. It's like drinking Lone Star and watching True Detective.
Building little metal figurines.
Making little metal cans, like this little orgy. Make a little orgy of men on my table.
Time's a flat circle, Joey.
Oh God.
Damn right it is.
Local
My head
fishermen.
just hurts
Take a
thinking
Woody
about
Harrelson.
that fucking show.
I was thinking about Woody's. Did she suck your dick?
Forgot about that scene.
This is the best fucking scene. Did she suck your dick? He goes, a little bit. He just leaves. That's all he needed to know to move on.
I haven't rewatched that show in a long time, but man, it was good.
Fantastic.
Local fishermen catch a tiger shark that the mayor declares is the killer, but marine biologist Hooper's dissection reveals no human remains, proving the real killer is still active. What shark is that? A what?
Hey, dude, the way he fucking said that was so
what?
zesty, man. He,
Yeah, dude. It has some flavor.
he fucking.
It's a what?
Oh, what?
That fucking guy.
Dude,
That's not the
did
shark,
you guys
though.
notice that the carcass of the shark was actually like riddled with fucking arrows? Somebody
did not.
shot this
Well, they
thing
harpooned
with
the
fucking
shit out of it?
no arrows, as in Lego
Like bow and
lies,
arrows?
motherfuck.
Damn. I didn't know Orlando Bloom was on set.
The mayor here, when Hooper's talking about doing that section, he goes, I'm not going to sit here and watch y'all do some kind of half-ass autopsy on a fish and see that Kittner boy spill out in front of
See
all
that
these
little
out
boy
there.
spill out on the fucking
love
dock.
this shit. Dude, speaking of fucking Kittner, Miss Kittner comes in dressed all in black, dog, and slaps the fuck out of Brody.
Yeah, I feel for Brody here.
I think I read they had to refilm that like 16 times because she couldn't pull off a convincing fake slap. So she like
She
actually
was pulling
hit
her
him.
punches.
No, she actually like smacked the shit out of him. Like in that scene. Go back and watch it.
Yeah, it's awkward, like the contact, because it looks like it's slow, but it is actual real contact. It
Oh
looks
yeah.
like.
Yeah, it looked real.
I think he was quoted as saying this is one of the most painful things he's ever filmed. Like physically
Get slapped
painful.
in the fucking face.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It wasn't anything from the Punisher, I guess. Huh? Didn't he get like executed brutally in that movie?
Yeah, I mean, it's the Punisher. Had to.
Yeah, it's just what happens in the Punisher.
Had to.
Hooper and Brody find a local fisherman's half-sunken boat with a large shark tooth embedded in the hull, and the fisherman's severed head appearing for one hell of a jump scare.
Yeah, shit, dude. This is like the one jump scare where Spielberg says he kind of regrets it because he cheated on it. Is how he refers to it because of the audio cue you get there. There's like a scream or some shit if you listen to it.
Oh, there is.
When the head pops out.
Effective.
It makes no sense. Like, why the fuck is there like someone going, ah? Like the head is screaming at you.
Hooper tells the mayor that shark tooth is the size of a shot glass. That's a big ass shot glass.
A shot glass. Yeah. I thought that was a weird example too, but Hooper's he would know. He's an expert on shot glass. There's a scene before this too. I don't want to skip over. It's probably my favorite one in the movie. It's where Roy is sitting at the table. He's kind of got his head in his hands, and he's like touching his face. And his little son is just miming him the whole time.
That's so cute.
It's just like the cutest. That's the most essential Spielberg scene, I think, in this whole movie.
I read that scene is a Spielberg scene, and I didn't fully understand what that meant.
It is. It's because it's just the kids and the way it's spaced and the blocking there. He's the king of blocking, so the way the kids reacting. And then the line there, I love the line. He says, "Give us a kiss," and he says, "Why?" He says, "Because I need it." And the little boy pecks him on the cheek. It's just, it's like the sweetest, juiciest. That's what E.T. is. That for 2 hours basically. It's just the most wholesome thing imaginable, dude. I just love that scene.
I didn't fully understand why Hooper had to jump in the water to examine this boat, knowing that there's a massive shark out there swimming around.
He said something about inspecting the hole for some reason. I don't know. Well, I guess if he had his little fish radar going off, he knew he was not in the area, right?
I guess that they did cover that up. Okay.
Well, I think at this point,
he was looking for damage at that point.
Yeah, but I think they've also kind of built him up to be of the mindset that he's some sort of like hot shot. Like him personally, he thinks of himself as a hot shot.
He thinks he's Aquaman.
Yeah,
he's trying to bang Bodie's wife.
He was talk to fish.
So I hear you can talk to fish. But yeah, this has like one of the best jump scares like I've seen in a long, long time.
It got me. I was like, "Oh shit!" Okay,
out. It worked.
It's so good.
It's the audio cue, man. The audio gets you.
I have to get back and watch it now just to hear the audio cue there.
I think
it's like an underwater scream.
Yeah, as a kid, this is probably the image that stands out with me more than anything. Is that fucking head just popping out
with the tendrils or the eyeball was dislodged or whatever?
Yeah.
I had completely forgotten about this scene, so it got me full hook. 4th of July is upon Amity. The shark enters a lagoon during the busy holiday weekend, killing a boater and traumatizing Brody's son Michael, finally convincing the mayor to hire Quint.
Oh, it's time.
As you boys know, Amity stands for friendship.
Amity means friendship. But yeah, this is the blocking, this is the vandalized sign happens during this point too, where kind of after Brody and Hooper like telling the mayor, like, you won't fucking believe the size of this tooth that Matt saw that he dropped, and the mayor's like, oh, you haven't seen it? Oh, it's not fucking real.
The one is now.
But the whole scene, the whole argument there is shot as a oneer. And the way the actors, they'll move, they'll go to the front of the frame, they'll come back around, and we're just panning to the right, and eventually we get like a pull out to the vandalized sign, which is Welcome to Amity with the shark fin painted on it. This dude's just the king of blocking. They say no one can block a scene like Steven Spielberg. This is his superpower. It's just fantastic. The same thing in Hook. I noticed when I watched Hook recently, but I'm not going to speak to that now. No one can move actors around a camera frame like this man can.
That is super Hollywood.
It's fantastic, dude.
I also read that this is the scene, and I remember riding the ride at Universal, but I'm not sure it's still open. The Jaws ride starts when the dude on I think it was on like a little small boat, yells to the kids, "Hey, do you guys need any help?" Like you know the guy's gonna die. You guys need any help? And he flips over.
The way this motherfucker yells is kind of weird.
He pedophiles these boys.
Why? Yeah, that really turned it made me feel weird.
Hey, you boys need any help? What the fuck is this guy even talking about?
So at the ride, you're the kids on the raft, and you see that guy get taken down.
And the pedo is coming to you?
You see the savior coming to you, gets eaten. So then
Savior?
And then the ride starts. So I thought that was kind of cool to know.
So you're like in the bay the whole time?
Yes. There's like stuff exploding.
I always thought you would be on the Orca if they did a ride. You want to be on the Orca for the ride,
Well,
don't you?
yeah, but I mean, the Orca's only 3 people. It's got to be more than a 3-person ride.
Yeah, this is true. Yeah, you got to make your money. I understand Universal. Did you know, here's a little fun fact for you, that Steven Spielberg to this day still gets money from Universal Studios.
For Jaws?
Just for like the parks in general. Like he gets like a percentage of their profits. Like that's how essential he is to that studio. Yeah. Like imagine if you take all of his shit out of Universal Studios, you don't have one.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he wasn't involved with King Kong, but I mean that's like the only one that comes to mind.
Yeah. But yeah, everything he didn't direct, he produced basically that you see there.
True,
so, but yeah, he owns like part of the Universal Studios at this point. It's insane, dude. This dude is an icon.
Despite tensions and Brody's fear of water, Quint, Hooper, and Brody set out to hunt the 25-foot, 3-ton great white shark.
The boys are together. This was one of the times when I could not stop laughing. When they're loading up all the gear and shit, and Quint is just like firing at people, man. He's just going. I see you brought your rubbers. He starts laughing.
You can tell he's like really excited to be going on this dangerous fucking journey that he might not come back from.
He is ready to die. He does not give a shit.
He won't stop like cackling, laughing, like everything he says.
This dude seems like he would be fantastic to be around during this movie.
They're cruising out of the harbor, and he yells back, "If they don't like you going out, they'll love you coming in." Like this guy.
And then you have it's shot through the jaws itself.
Oh yeah, I remember that shot
through the window.
Oh
More
yeah,
incredible
when they're
blocking,
like leaving on the way out. Yeah, that's sick.
Fantastic blocking, dude.
Either one of you guys want to take a shot at the sea shanty?
Oh, you go. Which one? The Spanish ladies?
The Spanish ladies.
No, I don't hear it with the accent from Anaconda.
But damn.
So I'm gonna let you do that.
Farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain. For we receive orders for to sail back to Boston, and so never more shall we see you again. That was John Voight singing like in a beautiful, beautiful falsetto voice.
Thank you, Mr. Voight.
There.
You're welcome, Mateo.
Everything about this movie just rocks, dude. Even the goofy ass sea shanties.
This is where he starts calling them porkers, talking about fucking great whites. I guess because they're so chunky, like they're big boys.
And this is
dude. I love how he tears down Hooper in this, like in one of these scenes too. When he grabs him by his hands. You got city hands, Mr. Hooper. You've been counting money all your life.
He said, I don't need this working class hero crap. But yeah, speaking of Richard Dreyfuss again, before we get too far, apparently he was high on cocaine for most of the filming here.
Wow. Jesus Christ. Quint was drunk and Hooper was high on cocaine?
Yeah, he was drunk. Hooper was on cocaine. And Dreyfuss, and it's funny because if you watch their performances, you can kind of see it. And Dreyfuss is psychopathic. Shaw is just a wild man. And then you got Scheider, who's just the cool everyman. Like, they were the characters in real life at that point.
Roy kind of holds the crew together for sure.
Yeah. But he's like so out of his element. I love the fact that he's just, I think I talked about this with one of our recent movies where he's such a vulnerable dude, where he's just willing to admit he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing or what's going on. Like, even when he's on the boat, he's like giving all the bitch duties, and he's just like, I didn't know which fucking string to pull.
I'll put the damn chum in the water.
I'll chum the
Chum's about his shit.
I just love his humility.
So here coming up is obviously the shot that we've talked about a couple of times now, him chumming the water and the shark pops up. The bigger boat line.
Improvised, which is insane, dude. It's got to be the line of the movie.
And apparently,
we're going to need a bigger boat.
People say we are going to need a bigger boat when the original line is your.
Oh, yeah. I always quote it as we.
Yeah.
He does say you're going to need a bigger boat.
It ain't his boat. It's Quint's boat.
You're going to need a bigger boat. He says it like 6 times, like later on. He's like, we're going to get a bigger boat, or we're going to call in and get a bigger boat. Yeah, he's so like desperate for help and manic when they're out there at sea. Because you never even like think about his aquaphobia, for lack of a better word, at this point. But this man is terrified of water, and he's doing all this shit.
One of my favorite scenes is where Quint's sitting there, he's eating his like saltine crackers, and the click on the fishing rod goes. That is such a good shot.
I I love him setting up the fishing rod, dude. Because you get all the insert shots of him. He drops in a little bucket thing at his feet. He puts his little boat shoes up on the footrest, and he clicks in like his straps and shit. It's just all fantastic. I was like, it's really just a big-ass fishing pole.
That's all it is.
It's like educational. It shows you everything you need to know without saying a word.
And he tells Brody to get behind him. So the fish line cut him in half.
Get behind me, Chief. And then he gets him to put water on the reel. I was like, this is just fucking cool shit here.
So we're all in agreement
Made me want to go fishing.
That the score by John Williams is like sick, right? It's dope. It's really fucking good. It's very
Top 5
orchestral.
all time. Yeah.
All right. This particular scene where they're shooting these harpoons into the actual shark with the barrels.
Get the barrels in him.
And they're chasing the shark. It's like way too jubilant, right? Like the
It's adventurous.
Yeah, the mood
The music is
that's
very
set by the
upbeat.
music is a little bit
I
too
love it,
fucking
man.
upbeat.
No. I think it's because you're looking at 2 different movies here. This is the way I've always saw Jaws. The first half is the horror movie because we're running from the monster. But the minute we start to chase the monster, it becomes an adventure. It becomes the Goonies. We're going on a hunt at this point, you know. If you think about horror movies, you're always running from the monster. If at any point you start to pursue them, then it doesn't become a horror movie anymore.
I guess I never thought about it being 2 movies, but that makes sense.
That's how I've always seen it. It becomes an adventure movie, and the music instantly changes to that point, too, where it's just like, yeah, we're fucking chasing barrels. Let's go, boys.
There's still some horror.
That's why it's the
There's some
perfect
horror
movie,
elements.
dude.
So like when he's in the water and the shark comes up, it's pretty jarring still.
Oh, yeah. You still get the tone and stuff, but in my mind, it becomes like, I don't know, it takes a turn here and it becomes something else that it's just never replicated by anything else. That's why this movie's so great. You don't have a movie where half the movie you're hunting Michael Myers, you know. How fucking weird would that be?
Yeah, it's true. During a night of drinking, Quint reveals he survived the famous World War II shark attacks after the USS Indianapolis sinking, before the shark damages their boat.
1,100 men went in. 316 came out. I got this whole fucking thing on here.
Speech is
You want
fucking
me to
legendary.
read it?
Speech is long.
But it's a lot.
He got all that in one take, apparently, and he was really shit-faced when he was delivering it.
Well, no, he did it shit faced, but it was like garbage. It was shit. And then he felt really bad, so he asked Spielberg if he can give it one more try, and he nailed it in one take.
Yeah.
I've always heard the term chewing dialogue. I think I just see that entire scene with Robert Shaw.
I love how the other actors in the scene, though, you can tell they're like in awe of it at a point, though. Like they slowly like melt and they're like fucking bowing down almost. The longer it goes on, it's just great. It's like a short film unto itself, and it's just a guy talking for 5 minutes.
It's got to be up there with one of the greatest monologues ever in cinema, right? Has to be.
Oh, yeah. No doubt. No doubt.
After the boat is damaged, Hooper decides to get into his shark cage, but is attacked, and Quinn is devoured by the shark. Brody kills the shark by shooting a scuba tank he thrust into its mouth, causing an explosion. And my first note here is that Hooper dies in that cage in the book.
Oh, shit, really? Payback for...
Because it makes no
Yeah, I
sense.
think it was like a come-uppance type of thing in the book.
Let his ass stay down.
That's the one thing I would nitpick about this movie, is that Hooper just magically reappears.
You think he gets lucky?
There's a shark being exploded around him. There's debris and shit everywhere. It's okay.
He was hiding under like that reef,
just
though,
pop.
right? Well, speaking of the cage going into the water, another of my favorite dialogues, of course, was one of Quint's things earlier. When he first sees the cage, he says, "What the hell's this cage for?" He tells him, "It's for hunting sharks." He goes, "Cage goes." He says, "Man goes in a cage. Cage goes in the water. The shark's in the water. Our shark." He just slowly breaks it down. Like, how fucking stupid are you? Our shark. But yeah, the Quint going out, man, that's I think it's still pretty effective. It happens so fast, though. This movie, like, it wraps up so much in 2 minutes. It's kind of intense.
Can I say that the Quint death scene goes on for an awkwardly long time?
feel like he's the only death that matters in the movie, though, right? He's the only one that we care about, so he needs some kind of, because he intentionally doesn't want a life jacket. A lot of people compare this story or his story within the story to Moby Dick, where like this dude is going after his white whale, and this is it, and he doesn't plan on going home. I don't think ever. Like this is it. He wants to die like this.
Oh, I'm glad you brought up Moby Dick. I had a weird tidbit I forgot to bring up. They wanted Quint to first be seen in this movie in a theater watching Moby Dick and like laughing at it. But they couldn't get the rights to Moby Dick because apparently Gregory Peck owns them.
Gregory Peck owns the rights to Moby Dick.
And he thought his performance was so horrendous that he never let anybody have like any kind of connection to it and was hoping people forgot about it.
Oh, shit. Interesting.
Weird.
But yeah, I think it would have been a little too on the nose to have him watching Moby Dick. And then obviously he's literally has the same sickness where he's got to get revenge on this aquatic monster that took his youth, took away all of his buddies when he was in the military. And the blood in the water you see there is actually red tinted milk, in case anybody ever asked you.
It's a trivia question.
Apparently it shows up better on camera. Red milk, that's what it is.
That's a trivia question for somebody.
There you go. But yeah, then the tank going off, it's all set up very well, but physics are kind of left on the dance floor at this point.
Yeah, Mythbusters did that episode of like Jaws for like, I think it was for like Shark Week or some shit.
They did just like multiple things in Jaws?
Yeah, they did the explosion. They did the to see if a shark could actually pull a boat.
Whoa!
When he's got all the barrels.
They did the one to see if a shark could puncture a boat.
Does the shark have like horse reins in its mouth and it's pulling a boat? How did they pull that one off?
Hell if I know. I guess I think they just did. They found out like, because people have been studying sharks.
Maybe he's getting jerked off underwater like Joey.
Oh, fuck me. Damn, can he beat Joey's record?
The perfect killing machine. Is that what he says about the shark? He just eats and makes little sharks.
And he eats shit
That's
to
Joy.
make sharks.
He eats shit and makes little Joy.
Dude, I'm almost thinking the antagonist of the movie might be the ship itself. Anybody else have that idea? Like, everything is fucking breaking on it. Shit's falling. The barrels are flying by people's faces. The mast is falling down.
Yeah.
The ropes are catching people and burning their hands and fucking pinning their legs down.
But Quint's never freaking out. He's just like, it's fine. That's what I'm saying. He just wants to die. He smashed the fucking radio.
He did do that on purpose, yes. That was messed up.
He's like, yeah, tell your husband we're out here fishing. He'll be home later for dinner. See ya. Bang, bang, bang. Refuse the Mayday, too.
I appreciate it, and I didn't pick up on it until the rewatch. Spielberg doesn't explain through Quint any of the shark hunting mechanics, like the fishing rod and the barrels. We're just supposed to assume this is how this shit works.
Yeah, it's the definition of what makes Spielberg so great. He's showing you, he's not telling you anything. Because the barrels are a perfect fucking visual for, I can't show you the shark underwater. Look at these fucking barrels. You know exactly what's happening. You know where he's at. Exactly. All tall in your head.
They're doing the 50th anniversary reissue to theaters, I think at the end of August, and they got like the shark head popcorn bucket.
Oh shit, that's pretty cool.
And
are they doing the barrel popcorn bucket?
No, they're doing a barrel like soda cup. And then you get the shark head for your popcorn. I don't know. I don't used to buy those things, but
I like that. Yeah, that'd be a hell of a one to keep. I think that and the xenomorph, that's up there with it. The face hugger, sorry. Not the xenomorph dildo thing.
So they basically at this point they've placed 2 barrels into the beast. They've shot it for some reason multiple times, and they've tied it to the back of the boat. They've done all this shit to the shark. And then Quint, for some reason, just beelines, I guess to bring it into shallow waters is what he says, but it just blows the damn engine to hell.
Yeah, he's smarter than this. Like, I think it goes back to the Moby Dick of it. He's ready to die. He doesn't care. That's why he wanted to do it alone, I think. He just wants to die out here.
I didn't think about it.
He wants to kill the shark in the process of himself dying. He's a slow suicide, I think, at this point.
And then the iconic shot of Hooper and Brody swimming back to the shore to end it.
Yeah, swimming to shore. And the score here is like triumphant. It's like not even scary anymore. Like you guys were saying. It's
yeah,
like
they totally abandoned the horror element of
buddy
it.
comedy.
It's become like a thriller adventure sort of movie.
It's perfect, man. And I love how they're paddling back in. We never even see their faces again. Fucking roll credits.
And
that's how you end the movie.
I guess that's the only shark in those waters, not a care in the world.
Roll fucking credits.
Well, shit, they ain't gonna fuck around. The sharks ain't gonna fuck around and find out now. They see the motherfucker blowing up. Damn, the biggest one.
That chum.
It's like in prison. The biggest one went down. What the fuck? The rest of them gonna do?
We got to go to Cape Cod.
Yeah, you got to cap the biggest one you see on day one.
So with that, fellas, what piece of memorabilia from maybe one of the most well-developed memorabilia movies of all time would you two like to bring home?
Oh, yeah. It's probably a movie that invented movie memorabilia, if there ever was one. I'm going to go first. I've already put it out there. It's that nautical jacket,
God,
baby.
You were so
that
lame.
fucking thing is so tight. Get it nice and tailored. I would wear that shit year-round. I'd wear it to the ocean. I'd get into the ocean in that fucking thing.
Motherfucker ain't never been on a boat in his whole life. You talking about getting on his...
As long as I got my suit and tie. Just going to the ocean telling people to get in the water in that jacket.
Why aren't you in the water? Why are you in a damn pantsuit?
Why the fuck aren't you swimming?
Look, ain't nobody in the water. You need to get your ass in the water. Get your family together.
You're not wearing pants.
There's a shark out there.
It's just a
He
blazer.
can't eat all y'all.
Grab
He'll
them
eat
kids
one of
by the
you.
hand, put them in the water.
Throw them in the fucking water.
I'm in the blazer, just butt ass naked, just dick flopping
this
out,
fucking blazer?
walking up to strangers.
You see this blazer? You know what the fuck this
Why
means?
aren't you in the water?
I run this shit.
Sir, your genitalia is on laying across my shoulder, sir.
Well, look, I think Hootie might have the same answer. So let me break up the monotony. I'm gonna go super cop out. The harpoon rifle of Quince, like that thing is such an important. It's almost like a character unto itself in the third act of the movie because it's so important. And it's cool. It's just shooting fucking harpoons. Like it's dope. Give me the harpoon gun.
Another thing I forgot to actually point out, thinking about it now, Hootie was saying it, like, for some reason, everyone's attacking the shark in their own way. And I was saying it's like three different kinds of men. Quint uses the harpoon gun. Matt Hooper's trying to use his, like, fancy spear or whatever. Fucking Brody, get the pistol. This fucking New York cop. For some dumbass reason, just, this is all I got.
It's a burglar. Just fucking robs from a lady's purse.
Three different types of guys.
Both great picks from memorabilia there. I had an honorable mention. It's not the movie for very long, but it's that Shark Attack video game. Oh, that was awesome.
Oh yeah, that was sick.
The arcade, yeah.
But to be honest, because I think it's functional, I would take one of those big yellow barrels.
Big ass, beat up yellow barrel. Smelling
Imagine
like
it
fish.
being a nightstand.
Yeah, it'd be pretty fucking cool. Just a great visual gag, too, for showing you how shark hunting works, man. Love it.
Supposedly. I have no idea if you hunt a shark. But if I was ever asked to hunt a shark, I would ask for the barrels.
I'd watch Jaws one more again.
All right, fellas, let's wrap it up. What are your final thoughts on Jaws? Joey.
Man, this, I guess, along with The Exorcist, this is probably the easiest A, like, we'll be giving out for the show. Is there another movie off the top of you guys' head that you think will be, like, just a super easy A?
Halloween, The Shining, and Psycho for me. Just off the dome.
Yeah.
Evil Dead 2 for me.
Well, Leviathan 2 for me.
Yeah, that one. Jaws 2 for me, actually. I
mean, obviously, we all really enjoy this movie, so I'm going to give a few bullet points. For me, this is possibly the best collection of core characters of all time in a horror movie, with Robert Shaw's Quint, Richard Dreyfuss's Hooper, and Roy, is it Scheider or Schneider?
Scheider.
Roy Scheider.
You're talking about Rob Schneider.
Roy
Happy
Schneider. Well, Rob Schneider's dead. Roy Scheider as Chief Brody. All of them, all three characters, so distinct, and they have this chemistry, as we saw in the boat scenes, and throughout the entire third act. Very, very, very fun to watch. Very easy to root for. Just overall quality character writing and character development. Obviously, John Williams' score. The pacing of the first, second, and third acts is like consistent throughout. I don't really feel like there's a lot of filler. There's not a lot of moments where I find myself bored or just wanting to like fast forward. The mismatch of different genres that the movie is composed of: adventure, horror, thriller, drama. It has something for everyone. The only nitpicky negative I could take away, and I kind of alluded to it a little bit earlier, the John Williams score, while beautiful and essential to the film's overall success, there are some moments where the music comes off like it's in opposition of certain tones and intent that the movie goes for, in my opinion. Like I know what is trying to be accomplished, but for me, I want to see it as more of a horror. And all right, it's not an entire, horror movie throughout, but I kind of want that dark, forbidden, like ominous tone. I want a John Carpenter. You know what I mean? But yeah, honestly, at the end of the day, a complete and overall masterclass at creating a timeless work of art. Jaws, man, grades out with an A.
All right, I'll pop in here. This is again, as about as obvious as it gets, but I'm trying to make this brief. Spielberg accidentally creates the perfect monster movie by having a broken monster. When your mechanical shark ain't cutting it, you learn to build suspense instead of relying on spectacle. Roy Scheider's Everyman Cop, Shaw's Unhinged Quint, and Dreyfuss's Rich Boy Scientist create a perfect triangle of masculinity and fear. Johnny Williams' score is basically 2 notes of pure dread that trained an entire generation to apparently fear bath time. I read that, came across that in some notes too. Thought that was kind of weird, but there it is. The Indianapolis speech alone is worth the price of admission. The final explosion is a bit nonsense, but when you've built tension this masterfully, physics can take a back seat. I am handing out an A+ for Steven Spielberg. Anything less would be a sin. One I am not going to commit. Fuck that guy who gave it a 1 out of 10.
Yeah, I know, right? Fucking pussy.
Psycho.
To round out a phenomenal film, 1975's Jaws is a near-perfect film that stands up even after being released over 50 years ago. I had a little hesitation about rewatching this classic just because I was unsure if it would still stand the test of time. Damn if it didn't age like fine wine. Spielberg may be at the peak of his powers with this film at the ripe age of 26, and some of the shots he chose to use are still taught in universities across the world. Robert Shaw and Roy Scheider steal the show from an acting perspective. However, a huge shout out to the mayor, Murray Hamilton, for swinging one hell of a bat. This is one of those films that makes me happy and excited to have a horror podcast to go back and watch pure cinema. I give Jaws an A+.
Cinema. No doubt about that. Alrighty, folks, that there puts Bruce, a.k.a. Jaws, to rest. For now, till the revenge. Is that the second one, or Jaws 2?
Jaws 2.
There we go. Anyway, so this was Hootie's choice. So, for our Mater Meter game, we try to guess the audience score on Rotten Tomatoes for said film. If we are within 5 points, we choose what's next. Otherwise, we let the internet do so for us. So between myself and Joseph, Joey said this would be an 80% on Rotten Tomatoes. Shame, shame, shame.
Mm-mm-mm.
I said a 95%. And the actual audience score is a 90%.
Oh, no.
Those 10% of people, I really want to know what you're doing with your lives. So that's a dub for me. However, we are at the end of July, boys. So we have some homework to take care of. This will be our 4th time delving into the franchise that is more synonymous with that hot, sticky heat than any other. Talking about our boy Leatherface and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, shit. Are we getting into the Renee
Next
Zellweger?
up, baby. Next up, baby, we're going to 1995 for Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the next generation.
Gen.
Oh, baby. Next gen.
Featuring Russ Cole himself,
Russ Cole.
Matthew McConaughey. Alrighty, folks, we're going to hop on YouTube and watch the trailer for Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the next generation. You can do so with us on our YouTube channel. Catch our reactions there. And we will catch you back here on the podcast in a few short moments. I don't know how you feel about it, but that there was the 4th entry in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise, where do we think that bad boy sits on that
That
right
shit is sitting at about a 23.
That's a great score.
I'm going to go low. Let's go Michael Jordan.
Hit him with the
heyday.
Jordan.
Yeah, hit him with the Jordan in the heyday.
I'm going to hit him with the 4-5. I'm going to hit him with the other Jordan. 45%.
I'm going to hit him with the Chris Winkie. 16.
Oh, Jesus. Chris Winkie. There's a pull. Stinky Winkie. Alrighty, folks. Well, that game was played for absolutely no prizes at all, but as it was a mandatory assignment. Hopefully you'll join us on what looks to be an adventure down in old Texas. Thank you for listening. Check out horriblefilmschool.com. You will find links to all our episodes, the socials, and the merch store. And as always, you can support us for free in 3 simple ways: rate, review, and subscribe. If you're feeling truly generous, you can send us some bigger boats. Personally, I'm going to be sending my support to women raising youngins on an island with an aquaphobic lawman, even if he is hot and tan.
As always, if you're hearing our voices, spread the love, spread the campaign that is the Horrible Film School. Go check out the merch store. I have on another tank top from our merch store. Great quality. This is the 100th episode. And if you're ever traveling in South Texas and you need to rent a boat from a man named Mateo, never forget, Mateo drives the boat. And I'm out.
Thanks for all the likes, the subs, the leases, the follows, the downloads. We really appreciate you guys and gals' support, as well as your time and attention. Be sure to join us next time and we get to see just how sour Renee Zellweger's face can get in 1994's Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation. Class dismissed.